Yeah, well, McVay's practicing over there, talking to the baby, doing goo goo gaga, because he's got it coming up here pretty soon. And Tyler Higbee joining us here. You going to give your coach some pointers on that, or what?
Yeah, that's why I brought him over there. Get him ready for what's coming.
Well, I told him the good thing about coaches is you don't sleep to begin with, so the newborn phase shouldn't affect you because they never sleep either.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He'll be pretty busy when he's got the newborn coming on.
So how about you, man? How are you feeling? Another camp, obviously a different energy every single year. Yep. But this one, Coach and I were talking about it. Raheem and I were talking about it. Just the youth out here. It just feels like, it's infectious is the way I would describe it.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, each year, presents its own challenges. And, the young guys being out there, we got some challenges with them not having as much experience. But it's also, it's a good thing. We got young guys out here willing to compete. All competing for a job, wanting to earn a spot. So, the competitiveness in practice has been pretty good, and, look forward to continue that.
The difference between when you first show up in the NFL, right? You have no idea where to go. You have no idea what camp is. You have no idea what the dorms are. Yep. Now you got the family with you, like the little things, seeing the baby, everything else like that. Like, did you realize how fast time flies?
It's crazy. It feels like yesterday we were first down here. Rams had just got moved out here, and I was, just drafted me. I remember my first time coming out here, and, we actually had a young team at that time, too. I just happened to be on the other side of it. So it's a little different, but just trying to do my best to bring those young guys along and share some of my experience with them. And but again, we got a group of young, hungry guys that are ready to go. So
yeah, and listen, I just think that the NFL, it's pretty well known. Like if you look over the last 20 years, that there are 5 teams that made the playoffs that don't make the playoffs, which means there's an average of 5 new teams that make the playoffs. Mm-hmm. And that's the beauty of the sport, right? It's a battle of attrition in a lot of ways. There's a lot of luck that goes your ways. You guys had terrible luck last year from an injury perspective, but there's a lot of talent on this team. Not only, there's youth, but there's a lot of guys here like yourself that have proven and won big games.
That's right. Yeah, we got a lot of guys who have played in meaningful games.
Yeah.
And those guys, they're doing their best, including myself, to bring those young guys along up to speed as fast as we can, so they're ready to go. Come week 1.
All right, 6'6", 250. When did it say, Tyler, you're a tight end now? Which coach did it? Okay, you're the guy now.
I played receiver in college my freshman and sophomore year. Ended up having an injury. At this point, I was kind of 225. Bobby Petrino ended up coming in, and I know he was at Arkansas, I believe, and he had a tight end that won the Mackey Award. I knew he liked throwing the ball to the tight end. I'm like, well, I'm about 225 now, and maybe this thing can work out. So I started taking reps in the offseason in the summer program at both wide receiver and tight end, and he kind of came in and was like, all right, let's make the transition. So
you got to eat.
I got to eat. Yeah.
What was that program like?
I got introduced to protein shakes and weights, metal pancakes in the weight room.
How many pounds did you put on that first offseason?
I don't remember
approximately.
Exactly. Yeah. I left my high school at about 190, 195 pounds.
Wow.
And then I left Western Kentucky at 240 pounds.
Wow.
So you go back home and like, who's this monster right here?
It was Uncrustables.
Yeah. Eat the crust, baby. Eat the crust.
Uncrustables, a lot of hard work in the weight room.
The jam, right?
And some protein shakes.
The Crustables are
so it did it for me.
You had a beautiful catch there and point to the camera in the end zone in the red zone drills. Stafford's back in the swing of things. What is it like to just have someone like that? I mean, you guys played with him previously, but just to have him back in the fold and everyone being healthy and ready to roll and on the same page.
No doubt. Yeah, he's healthy. He looks good, man. He's throwing some great footballs out there, and it's good. I had off-season surgery going into last year, and,
right.
So I felt like I had a good off-season program to finally kind of get to where I want to be, put on that armor to sustain a full season. So I'm feeling good, much better than I was last year, and Matthew's looking healthy, and it's good. It's exciting to get it back out here and compete.
On the flip side, the guys you're competing with out here, I've seen Big 99 moving around the line a lot more than he has even in the past, which he's already done some of.
Yep.
How challenging is that going to be? I mean, you guys are doing it in practice, but how challenging is that going to be for the other team now that he's roaming around?
Man, it's impressive, that dude. He's one of one. He's the best to ever do it. Teams are always going to try to put multiple guys on him because they have to. So we're kind of trying to mess with them a little bit in practice, do what we can to get the playoffs. So it'd be challenging for other teams.
You've had the highs and the lows being with this organization where everybody's like, okay, that's the team this year. Then it's like, maybe not this year. So how do you tell these younger guys, look, we can do something. Not many people are counting on us, but we can do something special. How do you tell them that?
No, it's just about getting them up to speed. It's about being present, being where your feet are, taking it day by day. You don't get there looking 3 weeks down the road. You got to be here ready to compete. work, get better every single day. Out here starts in the meeting room, and bring it out here on the football field in practice, and then just take it day by day, and we'll get there when we need to be there.
Well, I think you guys will be there. I think you're going to have a great season. Stay healthy, man, and thank you for the time. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
There he is, Tyler Higbee, ladies and gentlemen.